Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamond for Monday, July 22nd, 2024. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. Let me know in the comments below what your MLB picks are for today, where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. Where you're watching from. Smash that like button if you're liking the content, as there's no waiting around here, guys. We got 1:05 Eastern start time in New York Yankees Stadium. It's the Tampa Bay Rays at the New York Yankees. Carlos Rodon, the lefty, on the hill for the Bronx Bombers. Zach Littell on the hill for the Rays. 8.5 being the total, minus 155. That's New York as the home favorite. Guys, going after this one, with the Yankees losing 2 straight, they have 59 wins on the season, but losing 2 straight now, just 9-20, their last 29 since the middle of June. Not playing great baseball. They have lost the last 6 times Carlos Rodon has taken the hill, all as favorites too. They're minus over 8 units in those 6 starts. So he's pretty much a no bet for me right now. Zach Littell going for the Rays. Solid numbers, 94-19 strikeout to walk ratio, and past performance against the Yankees lineup. Actually, one solid start this season, 5 2/3, 2 earned runs given up against the lineup. So, hey, winning 2 straight here. They're now 1 game over 500. Talking about Tampa, it's the wraparound game. It's kind of a tricky handicap, but hey, 39 cents on the kickback, risk 100 to win 139. I think the dog is barking in Yankee Stadium. We're on the Rays over the Yanks to start off the week. Heading to the night slate up next, New York Mets, Miami Marlins, 6:40 Eastern time. It's Yonny Chirinos going for the Fish. David Peterson, the lefty, going for the Metropolitans. Minus 155. That's Peterson in the Mets as the road favorite. 8.5 being the total. The Mets now 2 games over 500. They have won 7 straight Peterson starts here. So when he's taken the bump, we've been on him a bunch. If you've been watching the show, he's a bet-on-only pitcher for us. 3 flat ERA. His last time out, 6 innings, blanking the Washington Nationals, only giving up 4 hits, riding a hot left hand here. He's up against Chirinos, the 30-year-old Venezuelan. 6 ERA. His last time out, giving up 7 earned, 3 bombs, just 1 strikeout with 4 walks. Not in fine form right now. Another wraparound game. Should be a lot of Mets, or I don't know about a lot, but more Mets fans than Marlins fans in the stadium. Now, the Fish have won 2 of the first 3 in the series. They're still 30 games under 500, and they're facing a lefty. This is the worst lineup against Southpaws. 40 team OPS points lower than the Chicago White Sox. To put it in perspective, guys, I'm not looking to bet on the Marlins. I don't love this number on the Mets, 55 cents as the favorite, but if you're needing something in the fish tank, I would jump on the Mets, listing Peterson as the starter. St. Louis Cardinals, Pittsburgh Pirates in a marquee matchup here in the NL Central. It's Andre Palante on the hill for the Redbirds. Mitch Keller going for the Pirates. Pirates minus 135, home favorites in PNC, as you can see behind me. 8.5 being the total. St. Louis 52-47, 5 games over 500. They did just win 2 straight in the ATL, scoring 15 runs their last 2 games. So kind of some hot bats here, which brings me into, you want to be watching some of these lineups, guys, right out of the All-Star break. Who's hot, who's not. The Oakland A's are actually the hottest lineup in baseball when you go off of the first series. Now, their numbers aren't out for their game, for their next game, but I'm breaking down each and every game on the Monday slate that does have overnight numbers, and talking about the one here, the Cardinals and the Pirates. The Cardinals have won 4 of the 6 games played between these 2 teams. And Palante on the hill, he's a reliever turned starter. He actually faced the Pirates on the 4th of July. He went 7 innings, just 1 earned run given up, and that was on a solo home run. So he really shut down this Pirates lineup, only giving up 4 hits. Could see him having another good start here. And he's up against Keller, which at times has been good this season for the Pirates. It's sometimes really good. But his past performance against the Cardinals lineup in that same series we just talked about with Palante against the Cardinals, Palante against the Pirates, Mitch Keller against the Cardinals went 5 innings, 9 hits, 5 earned, and 2 bombs given up. So they saw him well. I think the Cardinals can see him pretty well again. We get the better lineup overall, the better lineup against handedness of pitcher against righties, and the slightly better bullpen here. I think it's wrong team favorite, guys. Let's jump on the Cardinals over the Pirates, plus 120. The underdog is barking. Heading to the 7 o'clock Eastern hour up next, the ATL, Cobb County to be exact. Ronaldo Lopez going for the Bravos, minus 155 favorite. Total of 8 as they are hosting the Cincinnati Reds with Hunter Green on the bump. Cincinnati comes in 6 games under 500. They've lost 4 straight. They got swept by the Washington Nationals out of the break. Unfortunately, we were on a couple of those wrong sides. And I'm not looking to bet on Cincinnati right now, losing that many games in a row. They do have Hunter Green on the hill, and he's been riding a hot right hand. You know, a high prospect guy, not really a prospect anymore, but throwing 97, 98 miles per hour, 3 straight solid starts. Actually, in his last 13 innings, he's only given up 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 17 strikeouts. So riding a hot hand here. And there's going to be a whole lot of velocity in this one because he's up against Lopez here for the Braves. The 30-year-old Dominican also throws hard from the right side. He's got a sub-2 ERA on the season, only giving up 6 home runs and over 95 innings pitched. So he's kept the ball in the ballpark. Both of these lineups have struggled a little bit more against righties than lefties. They're facing righties here. And both lineups really haven't been what we expected coming into the season. And both of the bullpens, outside of a Cincinnati Reds unfortunate bullpen blow up, have been pretty decent, both top half in MLB. Therefore, we get an 8 flat as the total. I don't think we get there, guys. I think this one finishes, 4-2, something in that nature, 4-1. I think it stays under 8. So Cincinnati, Atlanta, under the 8 in the ATL. Got 1 game left. Reminder, if you're interested in premium picks, check them out, WagerTalk.com. Got a 4% big bet up for Monday night. We got a bunch of specials as well. And huge shout out to everybody commenting below. It helps out the algorithm. Love chopping it up with you guys. I'll be in there throughout the Monday and talking some of these games. Let me know what your MLB picks are in the comments below. All right, last game up here, guys, 8:40 Eastern time. We're heading a mile high to the Boston Red Sox, Colorado Rockies. It's Austin Gomber going for the Rocks, the lefty. Tanner Houck going for the Sox, minus 185. That's Boston as the road favorite, total of 10. Boston comes in 53-44 on the season, 1 game pending. I'm actually filming this as Sunday Night Baseball's going on, so they are facing the Dodgers right now. And it brings me into part of this handicap, guys, and I think a big part. It's the Sunday Night Baseball fade with travel. Boston is going from Los Angeles, a coastal city, to the highest elevation in Major League Baseball, Coors Field, with no off day for travel. That's a fade spot for me, guys. And also add on to that, not to mention it's Sunday Night Baseball against the Dodgers, Chavez regime, bunch of fans in the stadium, nationally televised game to a Monday night game in Coors. Not that it's a bad place to watch a baseball game. It's actually very beautiful. It's just, it sets up for a letdown spot, not to mention Sunday Night Baseball fade overall. Add on to that, Tanner Houck, their starter. He's never pitched in Coors Field. That's a fade spot as well. So there's this schedule spot is not favorable for the Red Sox. Now, the Red Sox aren't a team I'm normally looking to bet against, but in this spot, add on top of that 7 walks in the last 9 innings for Tanner Houck, not pitching his best baseball. I'm looking towards the Rockies here. Now, they're almost 30 games under 500, but, doing this is for 10 years is my straight job, guys. They fit a profile here that can make some money in the second half of the baseball season, coming down the stretch of the regular season. They're not going to make the playoffs by any means, but when a team goes from being, terrible to just, hey, decently bad, that could actually be one of the best profiles to make money in sports betting, because when a team goes from being good to great, everybody knows about it. Everybody's talking about it. When they just go from, terrible to just decent, that can be a money maker. And sure enough, Colorado, we're getting them at home. That's when you want to be betting the Rockies. They've won 3 of 4 overall. They're only 4 games under 500 at home. This is a team almost 30 games under 500 overall, only 4 games under 500 at home. They're 5-2 their last 7 in Coors Field, plus 4 units, because they're always catching plus prices like they are here on Monday night. Hey, guys, overall, I'm making the case for the Rockies. And last thing here, their starter, 30-year-old out of FAU, Austin Gomber, the former Owl. actually better in Coors Field. His home road splits, he's pitching to the tune of a 3.5 ERA at home. His batting average and slugging percentage, 40 team OPS points against, lower in Coors Field. Love all of that on the Rockies. They've been hot out of the gate. Their bullpen's pitched a lot better as well. Hey, the big home dog is barking. It's the Rockies, plus 164 right now over the Boston Red Sox. In recap, guys, we got the Cincinnati Reds, Atlanta Braves under 8. We got the Redbirds over the Pirates, plus 120. The New York Mets, minus 155 over the Miami Marlins. And the Tampa Bay Rays, plus 139 in day action over the Yankees. Best bet for the show, that's the St. Louis Cardinals, plus 120 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Premium picks, WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin. Comment below, guys. Smash that like button. We'll be back on Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. Cash those tickets.